Hey guys, it's Cory again, and I know I keep talking about the urgency of AI, focusing on that, moving your business toward that, implementing that in your business however you can. Here's just another thing that I got from Imagine AI. This is Linus Eckenstam, the doctor of AI. He is talking in this presentation, he's talking about how the rate of change has increased, specifically around AI and what it is, how it's impacting, just kind of how how it's impacting business and the rate, the speed that it's coming and is making change. So anyway, I think I kind of said the same thing there twice, but the point is, he goes into Moore's law here, which we say technology doubles every 10 years or 20 years. I forget what it is now. But, Moore's law basically is getting even more acceleration with AI, significantly more. And you can see that it's got a kind of a inflection point. So let's check it out. Let's see what he has to say.
So Moore's law, most of you know what that is. It's the duplication of transistors in a single square on a chip or a die. It started off in the beginning being mechanical, and then we got relays, and then we got vacuum tubes, and then we got the integrated transistor in the end.
So yeah, this is broken into mechanical systems here. This must be, I'm not sure what that scale is. It is a log scale, but I'm not sure what the actual. Of course, this is years down the side, but I'm not sure what the vertical axis, the y-axis is here. It is, all related to computer. We're seeing it's all related to computer, basically ones and zeros, transistor states or relay states in these lower portions down here, vacuum tube, transistor, and integrated circuit.
They're in the integrated circuits. This is a log scale. This is not a standard scale. So we're moving upwards, and things are moving really fast. And then we've seen some of the papers being cited around the transformer paper, but I want to take a step further back and look at AlexNet. This is kind of what started the race towards where we are today. So we have Alex, Ilya, and Jeffrey. Most of you know Ilya. Nobody knows what he's seen, but we know that he exists. And the work they did on AlexNet led to the work on transformers, and we can see this in charts. I don't really like charts, but given that I'm the doctor of AI today, so we can see that there was something that happened post the 2016 release of that paper, or 20.
Sorry for the arrow here, but yeah, here's 2016 right here. Everything's moving along. Let's see, number of AI publications in thousands. So yeah, there's definitely growth. This is probably year by year. It's not just summing them up. It's how many released that year, how many released each individual year. But yeah, it's kind of relatively flat line. In some places it's going down a little bit, but generally nice linear kind of looking curves here, except for this guy right there. That one's got more of a, x squared kind of a function look to it there, and it's 2016, right at 2016-ish time frame. It jumped up from 2015, so. And then, pattern recognition papers, so. Also going to look at patents.
17. We can also see it in the number of AI patent filings, and we can see it in the private equities investments into AI. Investments are really kicking up this year, so let's see how that ends. So what does that mean for businesses? This is a very simplified worldview. I know that business is really complicated, but if we boil it down to like some verticals here, usually there are silos, there's little overlap, and in the best case scenario today will look something like this. You have some overlap in the different silos, and in the middle you have the sweet spot. I think, and many of those who have spoken yesterday and today, AI kind of brings all of that together and close the loop, or close the kind of abilities that everyone have. So all of a sudden a designer can be a biz dev, or all of a sudden a developer can be a designer, and it all just ties together.
That is for sure. One thing that I have seen, without a doubt, is people that, for instance, myself. I am not an artist, but I can now produce some level of art with AI. I can do things that I never could have done before. Now I'm just speaking it into existence, basically, and then modify it later. It takes some talent, that's for sure, and get it to be exactly how you want it. That takes knowledge of just different tools to be able to make that happen. But for sure, I totally agree. There's a lot of overlap here now, where a lot of things can be done, a lot less siloed. So that's going to be a huge difference. So once again, those people that think that this is going to be very similar to the internet hitting, coming to town, you're still going to be able to survive. I worked with these guys that had a glass company. They were they were installing automotive and house glass. Company been around for a long time. They had not adopted the internet. They had not even adopted cell phones. And they're still functioning. It's just they're not getting any new customers. The customer base that they were relying on and working with over the years, plus the word of mouth, the signage on their trucks, it was just dwindling. It was dwindling. People were going with, companies that had developed a lot more around technology in a variety of ways, but they still existed. I think this kind of concept right here is just going to make it so cost ineffective to not adopt AI. You need to adopt AI now. Start figuring out what your plan is. And I'm not trying to spread FOMO, but it's for sure a radical change in the way everything's going to operate.
And AI is that glue that makes it possible in many different ways. One example, I'm going to show you two business examples. I'm not going to show you what they've done, but I'm just going to show you the numbers.
I think I'll stop there for now, and we'll pick up tomorrow or next recording with more, examples, I guess. But the upshot is that things are changing very, very rapidly, and this is the kind of thing that's happening: is that the lines are getting blurred between design, development, and business. Where you've got business guys that can go and do design work and development work, some of it. For sure you can produce code, but then to actually get that code to work right and to give you the output, same thing for you to produce some level of design for it to be right, to match the color scheme, to match the proper detail, the proper imagery, and so forth. It's going to take some other skill. But you do get that overlap in here for sure, some ability to say, okay, this is what I want, and then these guys go out and tweak it and modify it, or whichever category. Interesting ride, but now's the time. Start looking at AI and trying to figure out, come up with your AI business plan, what you're going to do to implement AI where you can. I mean, you don't have to put AI on everything, but your competitors will be implementing AI, and you need to be looking at how to do that yourself.